Hi everybody, it's Chris again. I thought I'd give you a quick video on the reasons behind all of the modifications that I've made to my Ranger. I enjoyed going to rock festivals, been doing it for years. It's how I spend my summers, and this is the venue of one of the larger ones. The event is called Download, and it's situated sort of around the Donington Park circuit up near Derby. You notice there in the middle, it says popular track with hairpins and inclines. We'll see what the issue is with that in a moment. So get yourself to the car park, unload all of the stuff out of the back of your car, completely overload the Ranger. I always do. I always take way too much stuff with me. And all I need to do is get the campsite. Look at Google Maps and you notice it's 3.5k. Hey, should be a walk in the park. But it isn't, because you get out of the car and you notice that the route that you're actually required to go along skirts around the outside, and that adds about another 1.5 km to the distance that you've got to walk. Well, it should still be fine. But then you look at the profile of the terrain that you're going to be walking over. There's an incredibly long, quite steep slog up a hill, then very up and down type of gravel, and then finally again quite a steep incline into the campsite itself. And I was finding that a single motor, particularly given the amount of stuff that I put on the truck, just wasn't enough. The motor was straining. I was having to do a lot of pulling, particularly during the first third, where it was long wet grass and it was really difficult to get up there. You were going 2 foot upwards and 1 foot backwards, but the worst bit was the last third. 120,000 people, all with their backpacks, their tents, their sleeping bags, their food, a huge number of cans of beer each. It churns up the ground. You end up with deep sticky mud, and 3 years ago that mud was over 1 foot deep. And the single motor just wasn't going to do it. So hence the twin motor upgrade. And as I say, all you wanted to do was to get there. But with a twin motor upgrade, what I found was that it took me about a battery and a half, particularly when the mud was really deep, to get to the campsite. Well, that's all well and good, but that only leaves me half a battery to get back. And that wasn't sufficient. So what I've done is the twin motor upgrade gives me the grunt, even on a really overloaded truck, to get to the campsite, leaving me with spare energy to get back at the end when you're tired, you haven't slept for 5 days, or not much anyway. And I've got energy to spare. The spare battery energy I use for charging up my phone and my buddies' phones, and it just gives you that extra bit of flexibility. So that's the reason for the twin motors for the grunt and the 4 batteries to ensure that I've got everything I need in terms of energy whilst I'm there.